Good morning, Bluebirds. It's the beginning of the 2021 school year, and we're excited to get it kicked off. We're here in David Cecil Memorial Stadium, and it is an exciting morning. We have our class of 2021 here, and let's get this show kicked off. If we're in the stadium, of course, we need a team to cheer for. So we've got our faculty here, all of our teachers down under the goalposts, ready for them to come on out. Here is your faculty for the 2021 school year. Let's stand up and clap, seniors. All right, let's get this kicked off. I'll send it down to the field to Mrs. Walsh for some various announcements. Mrs. Walsh. Apparently they need a microphone down on the field. Perhaps we can get some help from our AV experts, because I don't think Mr. Poff would be happy if I threw this down from the roof. While they're doing that, I'm going to introduce two people. We have two new faculty members. Mr. Borgman, who's down here on the H. He'll be doing some social studies this year. And then we have Mr. Volpenheim. I can't see him from up here, but he'll be doing some math. So we've got two new faculty members joining us. Oh, there he is. Mr. Volpenheim, you need to make an entrance, so we're excited to have him with us as well. Now, hopefully we have a microphone, and down to Mrs. Walsh.
Hello. Oh, it's on. Okay. Oh, it's not on the screen. Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm so happy to see you all. And if you're at home and you're watching this in your bed, we're really happy to see you too. So welcome back to the 2021 school year. We'll be back here soon. We're excited to start the year. And there's some stuff that I'm gonna go over with you, and it's just kind of reminders and it's talking about what happened in the spring and what's happening now. So, hang on one second. Okay, so let's talk about this, okay? So in the spring, NTI was a little bit different than, well, all right. In the spring, NTI, ooh, you can't see that very well. Well, here we go. All right, it was very unexpected. It was new, it was different. It was something that you, us, the teachers, nobody knew what was going on. And so we did the best that we could. And luckily you had covered a lot of content, so you were kind of just rolling through. And we were all hanging on by our fingernails. So the schedule was somewhat loose. Now things are a lot different in the fall. All of our awesome teachers that have now gone away. But they have lots of plans for you, and it's very well planned. Right, Mrs. Carter? She's been frantically working all weekend on it. It's great. So anyway, we've all had practice. Hopefully you've had practice. And we're all working now in a real way on online learning. So you should all be familiar with Teams, Schoology, and able to do what you need to do online. Now, the most important thing is to remember that we don't have a loose schedule now. We have an actual schedule. So make sure you're on what you need to be on during the day when it's your time to be on during the day. So no more 3 a.m. assignments. So make sure that you're doing what you need to do. Okay, and be prepared to learn and participate daily. You're all excited about that, right? Look at you, seniors. Come on. Cheer for me on that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now I know that you're excited to hear about the schedule if you haven't seen it, so Mr. Schneider is going to talk about that.
Welcome back, seniors. It is weird hearing yourself, so I wish I would have worn the earplugs. But the schedule kind of runs just like the school schedule, so we got to make sure that everybody does arrive on time. So 8:05, you're logging on, and you go through the different classes. I think the most important thing this week is just making sure if you have any difficulty getting logged on, that you communicate with the school, your teachers, whoever you need to, just to make sure that all that gets worked out so we hit the ground running and not have to worry about anything.
Okay, you're back to me. Aren't you excited about that? That's right, thanks. All right. Okay, so here's some reminders. And these are the things that we learned from Spring NTI. And this is really pointed at you guys, okay? So, number 1, get up, get going, be prepared to learn. So make sure that you're not just doing your assignments at 3 a.m. I know that's how it was going in my house with my high schooler. So make sure that you're getting your stuff done when your teachers tell you you need to get it done, okay? The other thing is, if you have a summer job and it continues into the school year, you're not going to be able to do it during the school day, okay? Because you're going to be doing lessons. So if you've got an employer that you're dealing with right now, you need to let them know that, hey, I'm back in school and I have to be learning during the day. So the other thing is, make sure that you're learning and participating in an appropriate location. So if you have other people at home, parents that are working at home, siblings that are at school, make sure you're finding yourself a quiet spot so that it's not distracting to everybody else in your class. Make sure that you're thinking about what's happening. Make sure that you're putting yourself on mute, but when you have to talk, that you're doing it in a way that everybody else can, hear what's going on as well. Mr. Schneider wants to talk to you a little bit about dress code.
As funny as it is to say, we actually had some dress code infractions last year with the fall NTI. So make sure it's appropriate. Don't lay in bed. Make sure you're fully clothed, all that stuff. Funny to say that out loud, but we got to make sure we keep it as school appropriate as possible.
Basically what he's saying is, boys, put on your shirts.
No gun show.
It's not the gun show, yeah. All right, and the last reminder that I wanted to say to you that a lot of teachers reached out to the counselors about is appropriate message etiquette. When you're emailing or messaging your teachers, please make sure you realize that they are human beings and say things like, "Dear Mrs. Carter, I would really appreciate it if you would point me in the right direction of this assignment because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Sincerely, Mrs. Walsh." Okay, so say things in an appropriate way, not, "Hey, I need that assignment, period." So think about that. I don't know if any of you heard the saying, you get more flies with honey. So think about how you're portraying yourself on Teams or on Schoology. And then there is Microsoft Teams etiquette chart that Mrs. Neltner has created, and it's pretty nice. And it's saying things like, and really she designed it more probably for some of the elementary and middle school kids, but I think it's always good for us to remember. So make sure you're on time, mute your mic, raise your hand, participate, be prepared, be professional, and do your best. So I know that all of you are going to want to see that in a better form. So feel free, I'm going to put it on the school counseling webpage, this PowerPoint, so you can review it. It'll be great. All right, and Mrs. Carter is going to talk to you a little bit about what happens if you have some technology issues.
All right, so we know even when we're in school that we have technology issues, but then they become a little more exasperated when we're at home and we get frustrated because we know we have to be on a Teams call or an assignment is due. So what I would like you all to do right now is to pull out your phones, and that includes you guys at home. Pull out your phones. Okay, I am going to give you the help desk number. During the school day, there will be someone there to actually answer the phone and help you with whatever issue you're having. So your teachers are not going to accept the excuse that, oh, well, my computer wasn't working. Well, what did you do to try to fix that computer? Okay, as it relates to being either on Microsoft Teams or turning in an assignment or completing a test. Okay, so their phone number is 859-815-2014. And I'll say it again, 859-815-2014. So please give them a call first if you're having technology issues. Teachers will do their best. Ms. Ritchie, although she is technology, at least with computers in the business department, she's not going to help you any more than if you would call the help desk. So that is your first stop if you're having any computer issues.
They should fill out the form first.
What?
They should fill out the form first.
You can also fill out the form on, there's a NTI website that's also on the slide, and I'll make sure it gets Mrs. Walsh or the counseling department puts that up for you guys, that you can actually go in and fill out a form, and then they will call you and respond that way. All right? Thank you.
Okay, and lastly, when we get back into the building, hopefully very soon, we want to make sure that you are aware that there is a Healthy at Schools website. Your parents probably care about it a whole lot more than you do, but if you have concerns, go to the Fort Thomas main page and check out that Healthy at Schools website. Lots of information there about what we're doing in our buildings, what we're doing to make sure that everybody's safe and healthy when we get back into the building. And it also has a lot of information on there that you can put into practice in your own homes and in your daily lives on making sure that you're all staying safe and that you're making sure that you're not spreading COVID to others, and so that we can get back into the building when we need to get back in here in hopefully a few weeks. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to say, in order for this to work, the most important thing is communication. So please make sure you're communicating with your teachers. If you need something from the counseling staff, please let us know. We are here and we are available. If you need something from Mr. Schneider or Mr. Bertasso, let them know. We are here to help you, but we can't help you if you don't tell us what you need help with. So communicate with us. We have lots of communication tools. We've got Schoology, we've got email, we've got Teams. So we're all here to help you. We're in this together. We're here to make sure that we all get back to school on September 28th. And we're happy to be back. So without further ado, we're going back to Mr. Bertasso.
Well, thank you for all that. It's pretty early here in the stadium, and we've got our senior class here. We need to see if they're awake. Seniors, let's make some noise. Let's see if you're awake. Can you grab them? Let's see what they look like over there. I don't know. They still look a little tired. How about you get up on your feet a little bit? On your feet, seniors. Come on. On your feet. On your feet. Here we go. Now, for those of you at home, we're not allowed to cheer and chant, so we have to make our noise with our hands and our feet. So we're going to see if we can get our seniors up and going here. Let's make some noise, seniors. They're almost excited to be here, I think. Almost. We've got the band ready to play, so we're going to have the band play a little number, and then we'll do some more introductions. So, kick it off, band. this song isn't COVID friendly. All right, let's make some noise for the band. All right, hopefully I got a camera here somewhere. During the summer, we had a changing of the guard, so to speak. Mr. Neoporti has moved back over to the middle school, and we wish him the best of luck, but we have a new athletic director, Mr. Caldwell. So we need Mr. Caldwell out here. He's going to make his way from behind the camera. It's more dramatic that way. Welcome, Mr. Caldwell. Now, Mr. Caldwell comes from us. He was at LexCath as an assistant athletic director, but he's got a little bit of history. Tell us a little bit about your college days, Mr. Caldwell.
I played football and baseball at Middle Tennessee State University. It's down in Murfreesboro, about 30 miles below Nashville. That's pretty much it.
Now, he's got some good stories. I've already heard about him playing like LSU and some of those big teams. How'd you do against them?
Not very good. 64-0, I think.
Did you get a lot of playtime, though?
I did at the end. Yeah, it was quite a thing to see. I think in that game there was about...
Stop that. All right, let's try that again.
There was about 93,000 people there, and then when you walk out, there's a tiger that always that's sitting in the cage right beside the visiting locker room, so that was interesting.
Okay, so what position did you play?
I was a wide receiver.
A wide receiver. That means you could catch the ball if someone threw it to you a long ways, right?
I was more of a short guy, a short down guy. So.
Short down guy. All right, well, we're going to go for long today. Jake Fallbush, could you come out here?
What are we doing?
Welcome to Highlands. So we'll put Jake here on the hash mark on the 35. And you got your fan club right there, right behind the goalpost. They're going to be cheering for you. And we'd like to see a catch in the end zone right on the L, right between the goalposts. Ready?
Don't open.
Come on, hang on. You need some noise. Can you guys help him out a little bit? Come on. How about a drum roll from the band? Here we go. Wes Caldwell. Running down the field. He's coming. Oh, a little short. Give him some smoke.
Why would you give me a kicking ball? You thought too down about that. Really? What was that? You gave me a kicking ball.
All right, Mr. Caldwell, welcome. Now, I get to say a few things here. Hang on.
You can bring Mr. Dowling to the ball.
All right. This is obviously not how we were hoping to start the school year. It's a little bit different, but hey, you know what? This is great that we're able to have at least something. We've got our seniors here, we've got you all at home, and we're excited that we're back to learning again. It's been a long time. Even though the summer break from NTI to NTI has been the same, it feels like we've been missing you for half a year, and it has been. It's been almost 6 months. We're hoping to get back soon, and there's going to be a lot of information about what that looks like. But until we get to that point, we've got lots of information we're going to be giving you. We need you to really keep up with your messaging, with the details, connect with your teachers daily, and we're going to make sure that we communicate what the expectations are and how we can best keep you learning during this time. Everything we're doing right now is to prep for that in-person learning that's coming here real soon. So let's get a quick camera shot of our seniors. They're going to be cheering. They're excited. Can't you tell? Hang on here. Let me make sure I got my details right. And we're going to send this message now to the pack where Mr. Burgess is standing by. Mr. Burgess, you in the pack?
Good morning, everyone that's watching, either out on the field or at home. My name is Jason Burgess, and I am the director of the theater program here at Highlands, both the middle school and the high school. And I'm here to talk to you about performances, the live arts. Since March, just like athletics, the live arts have been, for the most part, completely shut down. But here at Highlands, we've tried ways to keep things going. In the spring, we had the Symphonia do a recorded performance. We had the choir do a recorded performance. Here in the theater department, we did a production of The Secret Garden virtually. And while those things are all great, what makes the arts really special is that in-person connection. And so I'm here to talk about what that might look like this year, especially in the fall through the first semester. As far as choir is concerned, you might see a fall performance that is outside, potentially at Tower Park or someplace along those lines. When we get to the Christmas season, it might be smaller groups so that we can keep audience sizes down. And in the second semester, the choir department and Mr. Young has a really cool surprise that I'm not allowed to announce yet, so that's coming up. As far as the band is concerned, I don't know if you know this or not, but the marching band is actually already competing. They're doing virtual competitions, and what that means is weekly they send in a video, and then on Saturdays, the whole competition is virtual, so anyone can watch. Once again, they might be doing live concerts that are smaller ensembles with smaller audience sizes in the Performing Arts Center or outside so that we continue going on. The strings department is planning their holidays already. I know it's August, but that's what, the music departments do. They might be looking at grade level performances, recitals, or chamber music to once again keep the smaller numbers down, but to have that live content with smaller audience sizes. As far as broadcasting is concerned, the news show, there's still going to be a monthly news show, and while we're not going to have daily announcements, we'll have weekly announcements. Every Friday, we're going to broadcast what's been going on and what's coming up to keep you in the loop of what is going on. And then lastly, as far as the theater program, we're still going to have a fall play, and we have a myriad of options of how we're going to try and do it. The ultimate would be to perform it in here in the Performing Arts Center and to do what it is that we do, but with a limited audience, and also to do it virtually, live, just like this, so you could watch the performance from your house or buy a ticket and come in to the auditorium to watch it. If we're not to the point to where we can have an audience, we still do it here on our stage live and then do a live stream. And if for some reason we can't do a live stream, then what we'll do is we will record it on stage, edit it together, and then stream it. So our ultimate goal with the live arts, with the arts in general, is to make them live. Virtual is great, and we want to be able to do virtual things for those people that are compromised and can't get out. But we also want to have that human interaction. We want to do it safely, but we want to do it because just like today, bringing the seniors in, it's important that we see each other and know that we're all in this together. So thank you so much. I'm going to throw it to Mrs. Carter now, who's going to talk about clubs.
Before we hear about clubs, we've got the band on the field. They've been practicing. They're ready to perform. Their show this year is called Uncharted, which is appropriately named for the 2020 year. So we're going to hear from the band. Tyler Sandman, is the band ready? Highlands High School Marching Band, you may take the field in exhibition. Thank you, marching band. We appreciate your hard work. It's great to have some performances. Here we go. We have Mrs. Carter ready to tell us all about Club Day.
All right, so usually about this time of the school year, we're having Club Day where you guys come down to the gymnasium and learn more about the activities going on in the school. So it's going to look a little different this year. On September 11th, we will actually have you guys get online during the convening time and actually watch videos or interact with the different club sponsors or the presidents of their clubs, and you'll be able to sign up. So no, we're not going to be able to do this after school activities, but we'll still be able to be a part of clubs and activities here at Highlands. So be on the lookout for that on September 11th. I'll be posting some things to each one of your classes on Schoology so that you're prepared for September 11th. Who's next? I'm done.
All right, that's all we got there. September 11th is going to be an exciting day because we've got Club Day, and it's also, fingers crossed, that's going to be our first home football game. And so we're excited to have everybody back here. Now, as we said with our seniors, we can't do cheering and chanting right now in the stadium. So it's kind of hard to make some noise. But we're going to try to make just a little bit of noise here, get everybody a little bit excited. Maybe we can get a little drum beat going on. Band, can you help us out with a little like "We Will Rock You" drum beat? Let them get ready. Coach Listerman's here, our resident cheer coordinator. We'll go with that. Sure. We've got our cheerleaders that are getting themselves organized. They've finally got to do their tryouts, so we're excited to have cheerleaders sometime here shortly. But Coach Listerman, can you tell us a little bit about the freshman class and their ability to cheer?
You know, for freshmen, they were okay. They're a lot like you guys were 4 years ago, shy, awkward, not ready to really be part of what was going on. But you know what? We've got a lot of faith in them, and that under the good tutelage like you guys had of 4 years of fantastic seniors, that they'll step up and be part of the tradition that we have here at Highlands High School. But I'm more excited about this senior class and what lies ahead and what they can bring to the table.
Let's see if we can get a little stomp clap going on. Band, can you help us out? Maybe. They're a long ways away. Can you get a shot of the band over there? Let's hear a little boom, boom, clap. There we go. Seniors, can you help them out? A little louder. A little louder. There we go. We're still learning what it's going to look like, but at some point in time, we're hoping to have fans in the stands for some of our games. Football, basketball, volleyball, all of those, because it makes a difference. Coach, can you tell us what the difference is between a game with fans and a game without fans?
Without fans, there's not really the emotion. It's hard to really feel like you're getting something out of it. Having our fans in the stands the last couple of years, we were undefeated at home last year. We lost one game the year before. Our gym is rocking every single night, and you guys in the Ozone have been fantastic. And I can't wait till we get back in there and really make life difficult on opposing teams.
All right, so can we get a promise from you all that as soon as we're allowed to, as many as we can, you'll be there? Will you be there? Let's make some noise if you're going to be there. All right, hopefully you at home as well. Thank you, Coach.
All righty.
We would have loved to have Coach get us all fired up, get his head a little red, get that voice a little hoarse, but we've been asked not to do that right now, and we'll do that. We'll comply so that we can keep doing things. For those who don't know Dr. Fauci is one of the leading experts in all this disease and infectious and whatnot. And one of the things that he's been teaching us is that the mask, the distancing, the sanitizing, all that kind of stuff is a gateway for us to be able to do things. Today, if you'll look in the stands here, maybe we can get a camera shot of it. We've got our seniors all spread out. We've got about, I'm gonna guesstimate about 160 seniors here, maybe a little bit more than that. And we're wearing masks, we're able to do some things. And we're gonna continue to learn how we can do things and be together, because that's really important. While we're apart, NTI, I'm gonna give you 3 things that are gonna really make NTI successful. The first is check Schoology every day, okay? Everybody promise you'll check Schoology every day. Stomp your feet if you're going to check Schoology every day. And not just the classes that are on that day, every class, every day, okay? The second is participate in all events. So if you have a Teams meeting or anything like that, we need you to participate. So I need everybody to promise me you're going to participate in your Teams events, in your time-bound events, all those things. Lots of noise, seniors? Okay? And then the third one, and Mrs. Walsh talked about this as well, is communicate, communicate, communicate. We need to stay in touch. One of the things that was really heartbreaking for me in the spring was we would run a report that would show us the number of kids that have been in Schoology, that have been connecting with their learning. And every week, that would creep up a little bit more. And we were really worried about that. We started with maybe 5 or 6 kids, and it kept creeping up. We had to do some things differently in May because we were really worried we were going to lose some students. And we want you to stay in connection with us. If there's something that's going on, if you're struggling, you're not sure what to do, reach out so that we can connect still. Now, finally, we are hoping to be in person just as soon as we can. We're going to put things in place so that we can do it safely. We'll have some opportunities for you to come into the building, learn what that looks like, but we're not going to rush it. We're going to make sure that we're ready and that we can have you in and have you safe. Our rooms are already set up with desks 6 feet apart. We've got plans for hallways going up and down. We've got the cafeteria set up. We're going to use the gym as well. And so we've got lots of things in place. Now we're just waiting for numbers to let us connect again and let us be together. We'll wear masks when we need to. We'll wear masks when we're moving, unless we're sitting and ready for some real individual kind of work. We're going to have our masks on, but we have lots of opportunities for us to connect and be together and get some great learning going on. We're going to make sure that all of our students are ready for whatever's next, whether it's our seniors that are getting ready to leave us or our freshmen that are working their way up. We're going to make sure everybody's ready. Now, is it going to be different? Yes, it's going to be different. Are there going to be things that we can't do the way we've done them? Yes, but that doesn't mean we can't do things. Hopefully, as you learn and understand the guidelines better, you can help us be creative and find new ways to connect, new ways to do activities that we've always done. All right? So we're going to wrap this up. Let me check my agenda, make sure I'm not missing anything. Someone will correct me if I am. Let's see here. We wanted to bring our seniors out. Our guidelines will prohibit that, but what we're really hoping for this year is that when you leave, when this year wraps up, whether you're leaving to go on somewhere else or you're getting ready to come back here next year, we hope that you look back at this year and you don't think just about pandemics and you don't think about COVID or you don't think about masks, but you think about the great things that have happened and the great things that we've been able to do and one that we've done together. And so we look forward to doing those things with you. We hope that you have a great first day. Connect with your advisories. Now here's a key one. If you haven't already looked, check your messages. There may be materials you need to pick up. Seniors, you're going to pick up stuff right after this, but sophomores and juniors, you'll have a time frame this afternoon to pick up your materials. So check your Schoology messages, see if you've gotten anything from your teachers about materials you need to pick up. And then tomorrow we kick off. Tomorrow's an odd day, so we start with our odd classes, first period, tomorrow morning at 8:05. We can't wait to hear from you, we can't wait to see you, and we hope you have a great school year. How about a little noise, seniors? Band, why don't you head us out with a little tune, and it's a great year to be a Bluebird.